Hi, Empress Justice here, and welcome to the early May tarot reading for Caps. This is for Uttara, Ashada, Shravana, and Danishta. And if there are any Western Caps in the house, come in, set yourself down. It could be very resonant for you too. So this is what we want. We want it for Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, okay, or Lagna. Let's get into the tarot cards. So we've got Organization for you, which is the Emperor card. We've got the Two of Abundance, which is the Two of Pentacles. And then we've got Beloved One, which is Archangel Chamuel. Okay. Now, let's see what we've got in store for you. Organization. It says here, your plans are on target and everything will flow more smoothly if you add a little organization and discipline to your methods. The key to success is to allow your creativity to be gently guided by logic. Be open to asking for help from someone very intellectual or seek out a mentor. Okay? So, right, I'll get to that in a second. Two of Abundance. Life may be feeling a little out of balance right now. You could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change to your dream career. It's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Make your work as playful as possible. Multitasking with a positive attitude brings success. And right when I said this is like, yeah, you need to talk about me. Okay. Archangel Chamuel, Beloved One. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. This is your default setting, Capricorn. Your default setting is that you want to add as much structure to everything that you're doing as possible. And it's not a bad thing. Structure is absolutely necessary. It's a foundational building block to literally everything that we do. It is not an enemy to creativity. It is the supplement to creativity. Structure is necessary. Limitations are necessary. They force you to be resourceful. The problem is that you're applying too many limitations on your ideas, on any ideas that you have. And I feel like with this, whoever's coming into your life or whoever you're connected with spiritually or soulfully, they are trying to remind you to be more creative, to like really engage more with your ideas in a work situation or on a project that you're working on or on any ideas that you have. It's not creativity that's led by structure. That's not what this is supposed to be, because it dampens your ideas too much. It dampens you too much and you run out of steam more quickly. It's supposed to be your structure that is guided by your creativity. Your structure is supposed to be specifically designed around the world that you create. A lot of people say that Capricorns have dominant energy. And the reason why you have dominant energy is because your energy is always outward. You're always trying to make other people's dreams a reality, and you don't even realize you're doing it. In being as outwardly focused as you are making other people's dreams a reality. You're kind of leaving yourself out. You're not creating a world you want to live in. You're creating a world that other people want to live in, and you're helping to refine that world. What you're being asked to focus on is to come back in here and focus on your world. Focus on refining your ideas. Focus on creating the world you want to live in. That's how your ideas start. What kind of world do you want to live in? What is it that you're trying to say? This can be with any projects that you're working on. This could even be with work that you're doing. This could be with whatever it is that you're studying. What are you trying to say? What do you want to say? And what kind of world do you want to live in? Too much structure, not enough creativity. And there's going to be somebody in your life that comes along that reminds you to lead with what you love and what you are passionate about. They're going to remind you of that 8th house. Lead with what you're passionate about. Lead with what you love. That's the point. That's the angle you got to go down. Okay. So, yeah, there is too much going on with the reliance on structure and reliance on, being, too much reliance on being structured. It's more that you have to balance there's also a work-life balance that you have to navigate as well. But then again, structure, it's all about structure, isn't it? But bitch, you will not believe what just happened. Okay, so I was talking, right? And I'm not lying to you. I was talking because I've got this is the thing. I get the first cards and then I shuffle without thinking. And I'm like, no, Empress, that was literally the card talking to you. Hang on, I've got to find it now. Because the card was literally speaking to me just before I shuffled it. Because I was talking about play being an important part of your life. And this came up. It's talking about play being an important part of your life. And this came up, right? That's how you get the balance in order, right? You lead with play. You don't lead with order. And then as soon as I said that, this came up. I didn't do that on purpose. I swear I did not do that on purpose. These two came up describing your exact situation. Spirit's like, yep, you're on point. And the reason why you're doing that is because you're thinking the worst about your situation or whatever ideas that you've got going on. This is the thing that a lot of Capricorns tend to do, and especially Western Capricorns, right? You tend to think the worst or to prepare for the worst. You are very rarely a plan B person. You're very much a plan A person. You're very much a plan A person. You're the type of person who likes to think ahead. You're the type of person who likes to argue with success. You're not doing as well as you think you are, right? That's your whole modus operandi. You're not doing as well as you think you are. But the problem with that is that you're stifling your creativity by doing that, by saying you're not as successful as you think you are, because you're applying that logic to yourself as well. This is something that you need to really work on. Seems to me like your mentality and your perspective is the issue here, Capricorn. That's what you need to work on. Okay. Now, I've written some notes down here, and the first thing I want to do before I forget is I want to get into your houses. All right. So when it came to the full moon in Swati, which dropped on Beltane, 1st of May, basically it dropped in your 10th house. So there was a lot going on with your 10th house. And I feel like that's the reason for all this obsession with structure and with like the less personal stuff. But what you're supposed to focus on is your 4th house, is to bring all those Swati energies, all those beautiful, diplomatic, kind, merging energies to your 4th house. This is where you are supposed to discipline yourself. This is where you are supposed to be cordial. This is where you are supposed to be understanding, be kind in your personal life, within the family that you come from, or within the home that you are in. These are where you're meant to apply those really gentle, transformative, and creative, powerful energies. Your home life is something that needs to be focused on, as the full moon in May already set off your 10th house. So your 10th house is going to be led throughout the entire month until the next full moon on the 31st. Okay. So your home life, your deepest emotions are things that you need to show reverence for and kind of build an interactive world around. That's how you form your ideas. Like people with a Swati 4th house, you know, it's all about like taking all your home life and all your emotional life and kind of turning it into fuel for your creativity. Turning it into like, yeah, that's what you need to do. So let's get into your notes here. It says talented leader, having more than one home. Oh, believing your work is your home, teaching leaders, headmaster, fun teamwork. This is where I start enjoying the reading for you now, because having more than one home and believing your work is your home. Some of you might be like moving from place to place. At the same time, ironically, it's during that time where you will be absolutely focused on your work. And I feel like there's a connection between the work that you do and the fact that either you're moving place to place or you're traveling a lot more, right? This is not in spite of your purpose. This is not happening in spite of your purpose, Capricorn. This is happening because of your purpose. And I love that for you. I really do. Like, It makes me happy because you are going to really come into your own. From this full moon until the next full moon, you're really going to come into your own. You're really going to step up, and you're going to become more of a success, ironically, through focusing on your home life, and through your home life being transitional and changing, through you traveling all the time. That is what is actually going to hone your ambitions, and it's fantastic, and I love that for you. Okay, and that's what's going to help you step up and become that talented leader, become that person that everybody can look up to. So yeah, Capricorn, I love this for you. I'm not going to lie, I love it for you. Okay. So yeah, that was for my beautiful caps. That was for Uttara Ashada, Shravana, and Dhanishta. I am Empress Justice. I'll see you in the next reading, my darlings. Okay. Bye bye, my darlings.